For the 21st problem on this first ACT practice test, to get a driver's license, an applicant must pass a written test and a driving test. Past records show that 80% of the applicants pass the written test, and 60% of those who have passed the written test pass the driving test. Based on these figures, how many applicants in a random group of 1,000 applicants would you expect to get driver's licenses? So basically, we have 1,000 applicants, and we know that 80% of these applicants will pass the written test, and then out of those who pass the written test, 60% will pass the driving test. So first we have to figure out how many people pass the written test. And we essentially just need to find what 80% of the applicants is, or 80% of 1,000. And anytime you see the word of in a word problem for math, it usually refers to multiplication. So we have to multiply 80% by 1,000. And recall that 80% is just 80 over 100, or 8 over 10 if you simplify it. So we have to multiply 1,000 by 8 over 10, or 0.8. And 1,000 times 0.8 would just be 800. So 800 people pass the written test. Now, out of those who pass the written test, 60% of those pass the driving test. So now we need to figure out what 60% of 800 is. So 60% is just 60 over 100, or 0.6. So we could rewrite this as 0.6 times 800. And when we do the calculation, what we're left with is 480. So out of the original 1,000 applicants, only 480 of them passed both the written test and the driving test. So if we go back up to our answers here, the correct choice would be letter B.